YouTube, welcome back to another video, man. Today I'm gonna get into how to make unique dark samples from scratch. Let's get right into it. So I already laid down the melody, saved some time. So I'm gonna start deconstructing the melody first, and then later I'm gonna put some drums under it. As you can see, I got a lot going on, bruh. So I'm gonna try my best to deconstruct it in the best possible way. Alright, so for the main melody, I started out with Pandora right here. And the people who made the VST were kind enough to send it over to me and hook y'all up with the discount code. So if y'all like the sounds I'm gonna be using this video today, bro, I'm gonna put a link in the description to the VST. So make sure to check it out. And use code D20 for 20 bucks off. Shout out Tiger Sounds, bro. Alright, so I went to the presets right here, and I opened up Synth Bright, and I laid this melody down right here. We're in D minor in 164 BPM, so I laid this down right here. I just wanted a basic foundation for the melody, just a simple melody to get things going. So after I had that laid down, I rendered it out to an audio clip right here. Put it onto a mixer track and I put halftime on it. Copy the preset right here, I believe it's a stock preset. After the halftime, I put some Portal on it right here. I went to the distro bank right here and opened up the double preset. Also used the automation clip to kind of automate the effect so it's not too busy. And with the halftime and the Portal, it sounds like this. So yeah, that sounds a lot better already. So after that, I rendered it out again right here. Put it onto a new mixer track. Put a basic EQ on it, cutting some of the lows out. Then I put some RC20 on it. Used the VHS preset, it's a stock preset from RC20. Mess with the knobs a little bit, just to add like a vintage sound to it. Then add some space, put a fruity reverb on it. Use these settings right here. Also widened the sound a bit with this knob right here. It's a stereo separation knob. So this makes it mono, and this makes it kind of wider, if that makes sense. And lastly, what I did is I pitched it up 100 cents. So instead of it being in D minor, it's now in D sharp minor. So with all those effects added, I ended up with this for the main melody. That main melody by itself sounded really ambient, so I wanted to add something to add some structure to it and to kind of add some tempo in it, if that makes sense. So I went to Keyscape right here. I used the LA Custom C7 Watch preset and turned up the reverb like usual. And by following the scale, just put some root notes down right here, starting in D sharp. After like 4 bars, D sharp again. And in the last bar, switch it up to B and F sharp right here. And I once again duplicated the root notes to kind of add some more texture to it, kind of add some more character to it. So I started out with all these middle notes right here. I later pitched them up an octave and pitched them down an octave. And with the main melody all together, it sounds like this. So for the effects on the piano, start out with the parametric EQ right here, boosting some of the high mids to kind of make the piano sound a bit more clear, kind of blend it in with the sample a bit more. Put the same RC20 preset on it, but turned off the noise and the wobble, otherwise it would kind of sound too wobbly and too noisy, if that makes sense. And lastly, just added the same fruity reverb preset right here. After I had those two melodies laid down, I went and opened Pandora again, and I got the synth bug preset right here. And I went and laid down these notes right here. So you got the D sharp pitched down an octave right here, and then I just layered the A sharp on top of it and cut the notes up right here and right here, just to kind of add some rhythm to it. So that by itself sounds like this. So then what I did is I rendered the melody out right here, and I stretched it to 4 bars instead of 8, and I duplicated it over. Also added some halftime to it right here, the same preset we used before, and I kind of automated that. And that sounds like this. Then once again, I rendered it out right here, but I cut this little first part off to kind of delay it a little bit. It gives a really cool effect. Also did the same right here after like 4 bars, basically repeats itself. With the main melody, the piano, and this melody we just added all together, sounds like this. But I did put some effects on this newly rendered out part right here. Started out with the EQ, cutting some of the lows out. The sub lows you don't really hear anyway. Also cut some of the mids out to kind of make the highs stand out a bit more. Then I went into shaper box and I panned it out from left to right using the pan preset right here. Put it on 2 bars so it kind of pans from left to right a bit slower. Put the mix down to 50% right here. Then I went and opened up drive. It's kind of like a distortion preset in shaper box. And I kind of made this peak at the end, which gives for a really cool effect. Sounds like this. Kind of like a sweep effect. Sounds really dope. And at last I just added the same reverb preset again to kind of blend it in with the other melodies. Then I went into my drum kit right here, into the perk section, got the tubular bell, and I added that to the melody just to spice it up a little bit. And onto that tubular bell, kind of EQ'd it a little bit, put a delay on it. You can copy the preset settings right here. And then lastly, just added reverb right here to kind of not make it sound as dry. And that's just a little accent I add onto the melody. Sounds like this. And it just hits on every like 8 bars, so it's nothing crazy. And for probably my favorite part of this melody, I laid down this flute right here. The way I laid that down is I started out with arcade right here, and I used the drip bank for that. So what I did is I selected flute right here because I wanted to add a flute to the melody, and I picked Shady Deal, this bank right here. And by just placing down one note, I laid this melody down right here, and that just repeats itself every 4 bars. So then I rendered the flute out, but I kind of cut this little beginning part off. So instead of it sounding like this, it starts out after a little while, kind of delayed it, same as I did right here with this melody. So now it sounds like this. And as I heard, I put some effects on that too. So I started out with the EQ right here, cutting all of the lows out under 500 hertz right here. Once again, using the high pass right here, making sure all of the lows are cut out. And I also boosted some of the highs right here to kind of make it sound more fresh. Then once again, added a reverb to it so it didn't sound as dry as before. And I also added a really short delay right here, using the second like little button right here. But I automated that, so before it would sound like this. And that sounds really messy. So what I did is I automated it so at the last little part of the flute, the last little like note, the delay comes in and kind of fades out. So that sounds way cleaner like this. That way, instead of the delay affecting the whole melody right here, it really only affects the last note. So the delay is basically just the last note right here. It sounds way cleaner in my opinion. So after I had all those melodies laid down, I wanted to add some low end to it. So I went to expand. I went to the synth basses and used preset number 14 right here. Once again, by following the root notes, I laid this down right here. And that really makes the low end sound a lot more full instead of it having no low end, of course. For the effects on that bass, put it in mono using this knob right here. And also open up an EQ and boost some of the lows to kind of add even more low end to it. So yeah, after all of that, I rendered every single like individual instrument out right here, and I structured it as a loop. So let's put some drums under it. Alright, so we're in a new project right now. I structured everything out. Once again, bro, you already know every sound I'm gonna be using, every drum sound, it's coming from our rookie season drum kit right here. It's out right now. And here we go, bro. Got 808s, bonus loops, claps, effects, hi-hats, kicks, open hats, perks, snares. Basically all you need to lay down hard drums, bro. So if you haven't got the chance to cop the kit yet, make sure to get it. First link in description. Let's get right into it. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I just want to thank y'all for watching, bro. I hope y'all learned something from this video. Don't forget to subscribe. We're close to 5K, so I want to thank y'all for that. Also, don't forget to check out the Pandora VST and my drum kit, of course. It's all linked in the description down below, so make sure to check that out. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and that's pretty much it for me today. So I'm going to catch you on the next video.